Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Make Our World Your Runway. You know, this is the show that absolutely interviews some of the most amazing and fascinating individuals in the world of modeling, pageantry, business, fashion, and even the entertainment industry. And today we are going to do something a little different. With the upcoming Miss International World pageant, we have some fabulous ladies that are going to be competing in the Miss International World pageant coming up in October. And today's show, the theme is going to be the road to the crown. But of course, before we start our show, we always like to make a few announcements to all our listeners. And of course, we do tell everyone to subscribe to the Global Trade Chamber YouTube channel so that you can view all our stories and, of course, success stories, which is produced by the Global Trade Chamber. And I highly recommend you always tune in to success stories as well, because you're going to hear from some amazing women that have come from some humble beginnings and have gone on to become some of the world's greatest entrepreneurs, also doing wonderful, wonderful things for community service. And of course, as you know, volume 2 of the 100 Most Successful Women in Business book is now available on Amazon. If you are a businesswoman, you definitely need to pick up a copy of this book. Again, you're going to be reading some amazing stories from women from around the world that have done some incredible things, started businesses, came from humble beginnings, and today they are out there making a difference in the community and also doing community service. And if you are a successful woman, you just might want to get in volume 3, which will be coming out in 2024. So for further information on that, please go to the website at www.100swb.com for all the information. And get ready for some amazing business conferences around the United States. Coming up in October, the Global Trade Chamber and 100 Successful Women in Business will be in Dallas, Texas. Again, great road shows. You meet a lot of women in business. They also have some fabulous speakers there that will give you some inside information on things like law, how to go about starting a business, how to get involved with community service. So once again, go to the website, www.100swb for all the information on all the road shows at the Chamber and 100 Successful Women are having. And the big announcement, America's #1 event for international trade companies, the Global Trade Chamber Convention Awards and Conferences, where? In Puerto Rico. That is coming up October 25th to the 29th, 2023, next month. If you want to attend that show, you need to book your tickets now. That is going to be a sellout. There's going to be companies from around the world going. Visit Old San Juan. I've been there. It is absolutely amazing. You will love it. So again, October 25th to the 29th, book your tickets. Go to the Global Trade Chamber website and also 100 Successful Women in Business, www.100swb.com for all the information. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we like to say, lights, camera, action. It's Make Our World Your Runway. And we have some fabulous ladies today that we're going to be introducing that are going to be competing in the coming Miss International World pageant, October 20th to the 22nd, 2023, at the beautiful Hilton Gardens Hotel in Port St. Lucie, Florida. And I'm just going to give you a little bit about them, because then we're going to get into a conversation and they can definitely tell you all the great things that they're doing. Now, we happen to have our teen International World India. She's only 17 years old. She's a student of media and communication from the city of Chennai in India. And she's also a fashion model and, again, a pageant queen. And we also have Dr. Arundhati. I'm going to let her pronounce her last name. I don't want to not pronounce it correctly, but she's a doctor, she's a mother, she's a wife, entrepreneur, model, pageant queen, and all above, with a dash of secret sauce of sassiness. And that's her. She is Miss International World India, and she will be also coming to the United States to compete in the Miss International World pageant. And then we have Prasashya. She's the winner. She was the winner of Miss India 2023. She's an actor and theater artist by passion and psychologist by training. And she is going to represent India in the supermodel division coming up for Miss International World. Okay. And then we also have Rhia, who's going to be in our petite division. Unfortunately, she couldn't get with us last year, but she's a dynamo. She's coming back this year. So, ladies, we want to welcome all of you to Make Our World Your Runway. Ladies, welcome. Okay, ladies, you can all come off mute right now.
Hello, Angela. How are you?
I'm good, Rhia. How are you? How are you ladies doing today?
I'm
You all look
good.
fabulous and beautiful. Oh my God, it's amazing. Those crowns are just, they blow me away. They really do. But first
They
of
do
all,
us too.
I do want to take this opportunity to thank all of you for taking time out of your busy schedules. Okay, I know it's different time frames to be with us today. And also, you ladies did amazing. I mean, amazing with Pageant Planet. And I thank you for that because that is a fundraiser for our global citizens. And just today, the president of Global Citizens was on our news this morning. And I'll give you a little bit of why I kind of chose that charity. They not only fight climate change, which I know a lot of you have been advocates for, but they also fight poverty around the world. And the president of that organization grew up in Australia. And he went on a trade mission with his college. And he went into an area where there were children actually just sleeping out on the street with bugs and animals crawling on them. And they couldn't even go to school. It was a very poor neighborhood. And he said to himself, he wanted to do something about this. So he went to his college and he got a grant. And this is how he started Global Citizen. And now he has taken all those children out of that poverty area, have gotten them education, and they're living their lives like normal people. Okay. I thought that was a very heartwarming story because he was a young man that was in college. Okay. And saw this. He was only, I think, 18 or 19 years old at the time. And he had a heart because he couldn't stand to see that. He's also putting a lot of money into climate change. In fact, I also found out today, Cisco, which is a routers company, they just gave $1 million to Global Citizens. And tomorrow, you might be able to see this. It is happening in New York City. They are having a big concert in New York City tomorrow for Global Citizens. And all the proceeds are going towards poverty and climate change. So you ladies did your part with that. I don't know how to thank you, okay? Because I'm tearing up because I don't like to see anyone suffer, especially little children. You know, if somebody told me I couldn't eat for a week, I'm an adult. I could take that. But how could you tell little children they can't eat? Okay. And I know some of you are mothers, okay? And some of you are young. Climate change. You see what's going on in the world. We're getting tsunamis. We're getting hurricanes. I mean, Florida's been blasted twice already. Thank God where we're going, it hasn't been that bad. But my heart goes out to you, ladies. You've done a spectacular job. I don't know if the words thank you are enough, but you're all spectacular. And I do want to tell all of you this. We do give out 7 titles at the pageant. But you know what? You are all winners. You all have that crown on your head. You're all winners. You've got a great mentor, Dr. 𝐏𝐚𝐠𝐞𝐬. Okay. You know that Dr. 𝐏𝐚𝐠𝐞𝐬 was Miss International World. And we work very closely with the International Glamour organization. So you ladies are in great hands. Okay. If you're with 𝐏𝐚𝐠𝐞𝐬 or you come to me, you're in great hands. You all know Susmita. Susmita is wonderful. Okay. So again, I don't want you ladies to feel like you're not winners. You're all winners. You all have that crown on your head. And you know what? Anybody who wins a main title in my organization, you know what I tell them? That title is for life. It never, ever goes away. We never say goodbye. Okay? You can always work with us. That is the way we run this international world. So I'm going to start with one of you to tell your story. I'll go with each one. So Sandhya, tell us a little bit about yourself and why you got into pageantry.
So hi everyone, I'm Sandhya. So I'm currently doing visual communication And yeah, so how I got into pageants? It's a really tricky question. So when I was a child, I used to watch all these pageant videos, all the ladies, wonderful ladies, like walking with the crown. But we never knew how hard work is going through it. So once I had the opportunity with the International Glamour Project, I just wanted to try it out. Like, what can I do? Just with an attempt. So I just joined it, and with a lot of hard work and with all mentors giving good training and all, I got into pageant. Now I feel this has brought me to who I am this day, and it's changed. I have a 360-degree change, and I can, yes, see it so much. So yeah.
Yeah, no, and you're doing an amazing job. I mean, for someone who's like 17 years old, and it brings back memories for me because when I was 17, and I'm an entertainer. I don't know if many of you know my background, but I graduated the Juilliard Academy of Music. I was I have a degree in operatic studies. I have a master's degree, and I used to perform, believe it or not, around the world at that age. And I didn't realize it was a lot of hard work. Okay. And when I got out of high school and I went to the Juilliard and I studied opera, I didn't realize how hard opera was. Okay. Here's an 18, 19-year-old studying opera going up against people that have sang the opera for years. But that hard work, many, many years later, I became the understudy in Phantom of the Opera, and then I became the lead in Phantom of the Opera. Okay. And I traveled throughout the United States and the world singing that opera, which was probably one of the highlights of my career. So, you know what? After hearing you, I might give you guys a treat. I might sing it at the pageant. I don't know yet, but I might give you guys a treat.
Wow.
I'll see if I'm not running around like a nutbag. Yes, I will get up there and I will do a little bit of my Phantom of the Opera for you. So anyway, that's great, Sandhya. Okay, Arundhati, tell me about yourself.
Hello, Angela. First of all, I would like to thank you for having me today on your show. Being interviewed by a self-made woman that you are, I personally feel you are the epitome of empowerment for me. So being interviewed by you is a big honor for me, and I'm really, really thankful to be here. So a little bit about me. I am a dental surgeon. I have a clinical practice of 10 years. I treat people in my city, Mumbai. I treat the underprivileged and needy. So I have been serving them for the last 10 years, both me and my husband. And apart from my dental practice, I am also an educationist. So I conduct dental education camps where I educate my patients not only about oral hygiene, but also about oral cancer prevention, because especially in India, we have a lot of oral cancer cases because of tobacco use. So being a doctor, I feel it is my duty to counsel and educate people. And I have also been raising funds for cancer affected children, because cancer is something that is very close to my heart. My own mother suffered from breast cancer when I was a teenager. So I know what cancer does to a family. But my mother has been a very strong woman. She came out of it with flying colors. But now looking at young children suffering from cancer, it really breaks my heart. I have a daughter of my own. I have a 3-year-old girl. So as a mother, as a doctor, I do everything that I can to bring a smile on these children's faces. I'm also a model. I took up modeling after having my child. So I always wanted to get into modeling, and I loved facing the camera, but something held me back. But then I came across platforms such as the International Glamour Project and then eventually Miss International World, which do not discriminate. So that gave me the confidence that I needed to venture into modeling. And I have been modeling for the past 2 years. I have had the opportunity to work with some great brands. And I was crowned as the winner of the International Glamour Project Mrs. India in April this year. And that is how I was chosen to represent my country at Miss International World. And I'm totally looking forward to the pageant competition, which is upcoming. And I'm looking forward to meeting you and the entire team. So that's about me.
Yeah, no, that's and I remember interviewing you, and like I said, you know that the fact that you know you have a daughter, and You went into modeling at a later age, which is, a great inspiration for a lot of women, because there's a lot of women when they get to a certain age, they feel they cannot do it. And that's not the case. Okay. You can be 40, 50 and still be fabulous. Okay. I was reading about a woman that is 92 years old and she started modeling when she was 18. She just walked the runway of New York Fashion Week 2 weeks ago.
That's amazing.
92. I'm like, oh, I know there's hope. I said so, but it's amazing. If you have the determination, that's the word I was looking for, determination. If you have the determination, you could go into any age, okay, and do things. People ask me, they say, are you going to retire? I said, that word is not in my vocabulary, retire. I said, if I'm, I always tell people, look, when it's my time and the good Lord says, okay, you got to leave Earth, I'm still going to have my roller skates on wherever I go. I'm still going to make a difference. So,
and that is what I look forward to. I look forward to creating a sisterhood of like-minded women so that we can all be together, empower each other, and just be there for each other in whichever field we want to conquer. So I think that's the true meaning of empowerment, sisterhood.
It is. Well, thank you so much for that. And now we're going to ask Rhia to tell us a little bit about herself.
Hello, Angela, and namaste. I'm sorry about the delay in the beginning because, as you know, in India, we have the Ganesh Chaturthi festival going on. So it's very chaotic here, but nonetheless, it's festive. There's a lot of, there are lights, there's festivities, there are many guests coming in. So, but it's all good in India. It's a celebration. About myself, I started with the International Glamour Project in 2019 as an ode to a dream that I saw when I was a child. Like Sandhya said, I remember watching every pageant on the TV. And I used to, I'm so sorry, that's my puppy in the background.
That's all right. I got my cat just about ready to jump. So if you see a black cat, come on. She loves that stuff.
He loves making cameos on the camera. He loves the camera. I think
That's
a little
my
more
cat.
than me.
That's my cat. I know she's going to jump up. She loves the camera. But go ahead. I'm sorry about that.
No, that's okay. Like I said, so I used to watch every pageant on the TV, as many as I could. And I used to dream and wonder what it was like to represent your country on an international platform, be called, India, and the pride that you must be feeling when you get called that. And that was the intention when I joined the International Glamour Project. And I won the title of Miss India under the International Glamour Project in 2021.
Right.
And I was supposed to come, I remember I was supposed to come to Miss International World last year.
Right.
But due to technical reasons of not getting my visa, and, it was a very chaotic moment for me. Emotionally, I was going through a lot because I felt like my journey somewhere was incomplete. I felt like my dream was somewhere like left unfinished. And I knew that was not the end. I just somehow knew like there was some little hope. And I remember your last email said that we hope to work with you in the future. So, you got a visa and
yes,
don't let that go.
Exactly.
I remember that email. In fact, I read it as soon as I got a call from Dr. Akshata saying that, would you like to go this year? And I don't think my emotions could be contained at that moment. So I'm truly honored that my dreams have been given a second chance. And I know I'm going to give it my all.
Yes.
I'm doing it for that little girl in me and for my dream for India. So I'm really excited about this.
And, you ladies should be very proud of India because I will say this. We just had the Prime Minister of India here at the White House. Okay. What a wonderful, wonderful person. But what it always brings me back to, and yes, I'm going to show my age, when President Johnson was president of the United States, they hosted a beautiful state dinner for Indira Gandhi. She was really almost like the first lady of India. What she didn't do for India was unbelievable. I mean, she put India on the world stage. And, today when it's all about women's empowerment, she's the one that I always think about. We had Prime Minister of Canada, But I always think of, was a woman, but I always think about Indira Gandhi because she took that next step to put India on a world stage. And just the other day, of course, you all know we have a woman vice president here in the United States, Kamala Harris. And they're all so afraid, oh my God, president of the United States. And I said, well, what's wrong with that? It's a woman.
Yeah.
She can't, okay? So, we got the woman as a vice president. Why not? One of these days in the United States, you will see a woman president. But I always respected Indira Gandhi. When I was in high school, I actually did a paper on her because I just thought she was an amazing lady. And just to see India now, you ladies were sending me pictures about the moon and the prime minister coming here, to meet with President Biden. I said, wow. I said, India's really has come up in the standards. And we're hoping that next year, the Global Trade Chamber is going to do their major conference in India. So if they do, I am going to be coming. So I hope to see all you ladies there. I know Akshata's definitely trying to get me to come to India, but most likely next year we'll be there. But thank you so much for that, Rhia, because we're honored to see you. And now, Prasashya, if I'm saying that correctly, she's going to represent us as the supermodel. So it's your turn, my dear.
Yes, a very good evening from India. It's a pleasure being here in this platform. Thank you so much, Angela. And as Rhia mentioned, that it's a festivity time, so you might hear a lot of noise coming from the background. Apologies for that. Having said that about me, well, how did I come here? It was a dream when I was a child. I remember seeing other women going up to the stage and winning the crown. And that moment, I remember it so clearly that I wanted to live by myself. So I remember it was a 3 a.m. night, 2020, March, and I was randomly scrolling through Instagram. And suddenly I see there is this opportunity where I can apply and get to live that dream. And I was like, this is it. Let's go for it. And I applied, I went through it, and today I'm here. And I'm so looking forward to that weekend, the pageant, international pageant weekend. I am so looking forward to it. Absolutely excited and thrilled about it.
Oh no, it's going to be amazing. And like I said, I'm so excited to have you ladies on because, all of you seem to just have that drive, to really want to get out there and promote yourselves, promote your titles. You do wonderful things for your family. And this is a family show, so we don't mind, if there's a celebration going on or there's a cat or a dog walking behind, this is definitely a family show. But you ladies have got a great opportunity today. You're a little ahead of the game because this is almost the way that interviews are going to be done this year. Okay. I know if Susmita was on, she said, let's talk about that in orientation. But while I have you here, most of the times when you do an interview, it's a one-on-one or you have, your judges are asking questions. So I wanted to do it a little bit differently because I felt that just the way we're doing it today, that if you're sitting and talking to me, and I'm almost going to do it like the way we do our Tonight Show here in the States, if you're sitting talking to me and you're talking about your experiences or what's on your bio, you have a better chance of expressing yourself in front of the judges. Well, the scores now are going to absolutely even be higher, okay, than just a judge asking a question, all right? So you guys got a little bit, okay, ahead of the game today, all right? Which is not a problem, all right? So what we're doing here today is pretty much almost the way that's the interviews are going to be done. Now, we're probably going to time the interviews, say like 3 minutes. And you all know that I can speak, so they're going to have to buzz me a lot on that stage because I'll just keep going. But I just think that if we get on a conversation, okay, and you ladies can express yourself to the judges, and even we're going live stream and the video, okay, I think it's going to be a much better experience. And it's going to be more in a relaxed atmosphere, okay? And I don't want anybody to be afraid of interview because we instruct our judges well. And that's the reason why I'm doing this year, because I never allow my judges to ask any religious questions or any political questions. And I will not get on that particular subject as well, because everybody has their own views. Okay. And we all know there's a lot going on in the world today that's crazy, and everybody has their own views about that. So I want to keep it pretty civil, great conversation, want to keep it more to the empowerment of what you women are doing and the great things that you will go forward. And also, I want to tell all of you this. Remember this. You never know who's sitting in the audience, or you never know who's looking at you. So let's say you don't win one of the 7 titles, right? But you all know Gal Gadot, who competed in Miss Universe. She was in the top 15. She didn't win. But someone from Hollywood was sitting in the audience. She's Wonder Woman. She went on to make a lot of movies, and they now are starring her in a movie, Cleopatra, and she also made, I think, Death on the Nile 2 years ago. Look at where that girl went, okay? So you never know. And I've got a surprise for you, ladies. You're going to see it come up, okay? And this is going to be great for all of you. You're going to see it come up on the group chat. I have just been selected, and you can laugh at my age. It's okay. I do, all right? I have been selected for the Fabulous Over 40 magazine. I'm going to ask all of you on October the 9th to vote for me. If I win, I will be on the cover of that magazine, but Miss International World would get $40,000. There you go. Okay. So I was honored. And Arundhati, you said about cancer. This organization is actually a fundraiser for breast cancer. Okay, Fabulous Over 40. And it's part of Forbes magazine. So they had all, when they said I was in the contest, at first sometimes you don't know because there's a lot of scams that were going on. But I knew a couple of people that did nominate me for that. And they already had all my pictures and my bio. So again, I'm going to say, ladies, thank you. Because if it wasn't for you ladies, I wouldn't be sitting here, and I would have never been nominated for this great honor. So I want to thank all of you, because the things that you've been doing, the way you've been promoting this international world, the way you've been talking about yourself, the way you've promoted the International Glamour Project, you ladies have actually put us all on the world stage. And that is the greatest accomplishment that all of us can have. Okay. That's why I say you're all winners. All the things that you're doing, remember, you can always open doors, no matter what age you are. Okay. Life is a journey. Let it take you to any place you want to go. Okay. Yes. Are we all going to have down times, maybe family emergencies? That's part of life. Yes. I'll tell you ladies something else. I don't know something you know about me. All right. Just so, and you know how to go on. 2007, I was on my way to Disney World, and I suffered a massive heart attack. Doctors gave me 30 minutes to live. Now, like from here to where my light is, that's where the hospital was. Okay. My husband called 911. Wonderful police officer. He was almost like in my trunk. He got the ambulance there. And that's what the doctor told my husband. He says, we don't take her to surgery now. She's got about 30 minutes. You know what I did? I looked up at the doctor. I said, okay, I got 30 minutes to live. You got 30 minutes to fix me. You do what you need to do, and I'll do what I need to do. And you're going to see the results. Well, they operated on me. They put the stents in. The rest is history. 3 months later, I was actually back on the dance floor. And I've never looked back. So I had to take a step back, but I went 200 steps forward. Okay. And I never think about that time anymore, because I say, you know what? It happened, but it may have happened for a reason. Okay. And when a police officer can say to you, no one dies on my watch, that was a great police officer. Because a lot of these police officers lately have been getting a very bad rap. That's what you call somebody that's dedicated. So, okay, that's the point I'm trying to make, is you can have a setback, but use that setback to say, you know what? I'm here now. Where am I going to be tomorrow? Where am I going to be a minute from now? Okay. Even if your life is on the line, You just put it in your mind. You're saying, you know what? I'm gonna go fight right to the end till that last breath. And and I always say to myself, even with that last breath, I'm gonna find another breath. I'm just gonna keep going. Okay. So I don't want to give you too many words of wisdom because I know you ladies have a lot of words of wisdom, but that's just a prime example is that you're all great. And again, I have to say thank you because I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be nominated. And you ladies have really put us on the world stage. So I'm so very, very grateful. Okay. And I love your culture. I have to admit. Okay. When my husband worked at Cable and Wireless, he traveled a lot to India. So he knows the culture. All our engineers were from India. Okay. When he worked at Cable and Wireless. And I'll tell you something. Those engineers were fabulous because the communications, okay, from the phone to the computers, spot on. Okay. We never had a problem. I mean, I could pick up a phone, okay, with the way those engineers from India had our networks going. And it was almost like I was just right in the room with someone. Okay. So that's why I'm so glad that India has really become on the world stage. And you know what? It wouldn't surprise me in a few years from now. It's right there with the United States, and it could almost surpass the United States. And I say that from my heart. Okay. Not because I know you ladies. But anyway, Prasashya, I want to, if someone wants to go into a pageant, two things I need from you. What would you say to them? Okay. What words of encouragement would you get? And what would be your closing remarks to our viewers?
Well, one thing that I would say is to never lose faith on yourself. That is one thing that I never did, no matter what came in my way. I never lost faith on myself. I kept on going. I knew that if I keep at it, I will reach the destination that I have chosen for myself. So, yes, just have faith in yourself, in the talent, in the skills that you have built, the things that you have experienced throughout your life, right? Yes, I would say that have faith.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Sandhya, your turn.
Yes. So I would say that to never give up, take up every opportunity that lies before you. And with the knowledge you gain and what you perceive, just go. You have to just attempt, so we never know what door opens. So never give up. Yes.
Absolutely. I agree. You mimicked what I said. Just keep going. Okay, because we never know where it's gonna take us. That's amazing. Arundhati.
And keep moving on forward. That's it.
Absolutely. Here you go, my dear.
I would just like to say, go girl, go there. Just give it your best shot. And as you mentioned before, not everybody wins the titles, but I feel it's the journey that is more important. So for anybody who is going into pageantry, I would say just give your 100%, have fun, make memories that you will cherish for a lifetime, and enjoy the journey, because I absolutely believe that success is also a journey, and you should just keep going and never give up.
Exactly. Success is a journey. No matter, and life is a journey, no matter where it takes you. You know, listen, if they put me in a rocket to go to outer space tomorrow, believe me, I'd be going. Because I would say that's a journey. And I'd love to see the world from there, you know, and not look down, but just look at it as if, oh my God, this is the planet I live on. And that's amazing. Okay. So yes, thank you for those words of encouragement. It's Rhia.
I will definitely be voting for you, and all the best to you. And
thank you.
To you as well.
Yeah, it'll be coming up soon. Thank you so much. Miss Rhia.
So one word of advice to anyone who's getting into pageantry, it's not as easy as it looks. But if you enjoy the journey, enjoy every step of it, don't give up on yourself. No dream is too big. We all tend to tell ourselves that my dream is too big. It's something that I might not be able to achieve. Don't do that. Believe in yourself, believe in your dreams. Don't get disheartened by the little setbacks. Never take failure to your heart and success to your head. So just be yourself, be authentic, and enjoy the journey, and leave the rest up to your destiny. I think that's the most important. Just have faith in yourself.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. Leave the rest up to destiny. You never know where destiny is going to take you. Sometimes it could take you to the left, it could take you to the right, it could take you down the middle, but wherever it takes you, yes, you have to make the best of it. And ladies, I do want to thank you, like I say, for taking time out of your very busy schedules to be on Make Our World Your Runway. You're all amazing. Okay. You all have fabulous stories. I promise when we do the interview, I won't talk as much. I will let you ladies pretty much. And if you want, you can always ask me questions and interview me. I have no problem with that. Okay. But you ladies have been absolutely fantastic. You were the light of my day today. Okay. And I'm so glad that you were on Make Our World Your Runway. And I always tell everyone, if you want to come back to the show, you always have an open invitation. Okay. I think you ladies are going to do great. I can't wait to see all of you next month. It's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be 3 fun-filled days, and I'm waiting to see the results. The parade of costumes, I'm waiting to see that. That's my favorite part, the parade of costumes. And I know you ladies have some great costumes. But anyway, I want to thank you for being here. I know all of you weekends coming up. I know it's celebration time there. We have a holiday coming up here in the state too. And pretty much in Israel, there's Yom Kippur, which is the Day of Atonement. So it starts Sunday night into Monday. So we want to wish all our people that are of the Jewish faith a wonderful holiday this weekend. But again, ladies, thank you so much. I hope you have a great weekend. And of course, if there's anything I can do for you or Susmita can do for you, please reach out. We're always here to help you. And as always, my blessings.
Thank you, and it's been a pleasure, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Rhia. Thank you, Arundhati.
Thank you,
Sandhya.
Angela. Thank you so much.
Thank you for this opportunity.
It's
Always
been
a pleasure speaking with you, Angela.
always a pleasure. So thank you, ladies. Have a great weekend, and we will see you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye now. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, those ladies were absolutely amazing. And that's why we call this segment The Road to the Crown for Miss International World 2023. That was a fabulous show. As I said, it brought tears to my eyes. These ladies are absolutely fabulous, amazing, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do on the world stage. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for taking your time to view another segment of Make Our World Your Runway. Have a fabulous weekend, and we'll see you next week with other amazing guests. Have a great evening.